So we have the light on and it's still charging. What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about this battery pack that you've probably already seen all over YouTube by CEENR. They have created universal batteries. They do have replacement batteries as well if you visit their website, but they have created universal batteries for all of your favorite tools. Now, the cool thing about this battery is that really what it is just a power pack. So you have your USB-A port here and your USB-C port here simply to charge your devices. Now, in addition to that, they've packed this thing with 21,700 cells and a 4,000 milliamp hour pack, which basically translates into a 4 amp hour battery pack. So what that means is this will be equivalent to your high output 4 amp hour batteries from your favorite brands like Milwaukee, DeWalt, Bosch, and so forth. And actually something with a little more oomph than Makita. So first off, let's go ahead and test this thing charging a tablet just so you can see how it performs. So we're going to take our USB-C cable here. So if you pay attention really quick, you'll see when I plug it in, super fast charging. So this does do super fast charging. The other thing that's cool about this device is this charges like the new Skill batteries in a sense where you could just plug them into the wall to a regular USB-C or USB-A cable and charge it up. You don't have to use a proprietary battery charger like the likes of Milwaukee, DeWalt, and everyone, as a matter of fact, except for Skill. So now let's go ahead and put the adapters on. Before we get into the adapters, I want to talk about what I don't like about them. And that is they're not labeled. Like, I have no idea which battery is which. I do have the boxes here, and I mean, I could just pretty much look at them and tell which is which. But once I dump them out, I mean, if I'm not really paying attention to that, I won't know which is which. So if you're listening, CEENR, and I'm actually going to send them an email, I would tell them that, hey, I will recommend labeling these things so people know if they buy a bunch of adapters, which is which. So you could just put a little sticker on there and then just label it, but it would be better if it was obviously etched into the adapters here. So let's go ahead and slap one on and we'll start testing these devices here. We're going to test the Makita drill. We're going to test even the CC. Remember that guy? Impact driver, the DeWalt compact impact driver, and then this Bosch miter saw here. So let's go ahead and get started with that. We're going to first do the Makita, which is this one, judging by the box. So you put this on just by sliding it on. Kind of a tight fit there, but there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the Makita. And first, let's just take a look at how big the battery is with the adapter on it. Let's go ahead and grab a Makita battery to compare it to. So here's a traditional Makita 4 amp hour battery. Let's go ahead and take this off really quick. And obviously, as you see, the CEENR is a little bit bigger. A little bit thicker. But it's actually cool because, again, this one has better cells in it than this Makita battery here. So let's go ahead and pop it into the drill and see if it works. Works just fine. Has some oomph too. All right, now let's move on to the CC and see if it works on there, because this takes Makita batteries. Oh, God. What a disaster that was. I'm gonna leave that in. Maybe I kind of cut myself too. You see that? Y'all see the lines going across this thing? Wow. Sliced my hand open real good. Right there. So Let's keep the film rolling though. I'll stop when I start bleeding. All right, so perhaps I did something wrong. Let's go back here. There we go. Now it's in place. Heard a nice little snap. So just make sure you're pushing it all the way through so you don't end up like me here. All right, now let's put it on here. Lit up, so I already know it works. All right, so that's the Makita NCC. Let's pop this off. We do that by pushing these little buttons here. This ejecto battery, ejecto adapter anyway. And this is a DeWalt adapter. Let's go slide that on. See, it's a little tough the first time. There we go. Now it's in place. We're used to it now. Compare it to a 5 amp hour DeWalt battery. And we know we have, if we're comparing apples to apples, the DeWalt 21700 4 amp hour batteries are going to be super small because they have their slim pack line. So obviously this is a lot chunkier. I'll put this on now. Check for blood. I'm good. Still works. All right. Very cool. Now let's put the Bosch adapter on and see if it'll power the miter saw. See, I didn't hear anything that time. So I'm gonna, and we also see that this is depressed, so it's not on there. Slide it back off. Yep. It's about to do it to us again. Now let's try. Should be easier this time. Let's try again. There we go. Now it's in there. See? It's all popped out. All right, let's go ahead and put it into the miter saw. All right, no problem. Now I had the wrong one on. I grabbed the Makita again. All right, pop nicely into place. And let's see what happens. Perfect. So as you can see, it works as advertised. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit chunkier than other batteries because of the adapter. But other batteries, one, can't be charged with a USB cable, which makes this very, very useful in a pinch. Also, other batteries aren't universal. You can use this with anything. And this thing costs $65.99 regular price. There might be a code in the description for you to get a little discount there, but if not, just the $65.99 or $70 is on sale on their website right now for $65.99. Also, these adapters are $22 right now on their website. So all in all, it's not a bad deal considering, again, this is the equivalent of a high output battery and not the regular. As for DeWalt, it's not like the regular 5 amp hour XR batteries. This is actually more powerful. This would be equivalent to their slim 4 amp hour battery pack. So all in all, I like it. I appreciate a tool like this because, again, being able to charge these with just a regular car charger is invaluable. And then this being able to charge other devices is also invaluable. Now, I have another idea. Let's see if I have some lights to see if this will power the light and charge a device at the same time. All right, so I was able to find one of these knockoff DeWalt lights. I already have it plugged into, you can see it's charging up there and it's rapid charging. So let's go ahead now and see if it'll power the light as well. So we have the light on and it's still charging. So that's what I'm saying. Regular batteries can't do that. That's quite impressive. I don't normally buy batteries, but I will buy this simply because it doesn't lock me into one platform. So you can have a high output battery, buy the adapters, and you can be a part of every platform you want. You don't have to worry about brand loyalty because obviously one brand doesn't make the best tools. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. A link to this will be in the description. Hopefully they give me a little coupon code to give you guys. See you guys next time.